Hey guys, this is SF. There's going to be a new hatcher coming up, starting from November the 18th, all the way up to to November 28th. So I'll be talking about the 5 new monsters that are coming out in that hatcher. Uh, just the pros and cons. I don't really care about tier lists or anything like that. I think tier lists are kind of BS. I wouldn't say they're wrong, just that you shouldn't be aiming you shouldn't be too happy if you get somebody from like the top tier, and you shouldn't be too sad if you don't get anything from there as well. I think that every single monster does have a use in one shape or another. So I'm just gonna talk about the 5 new monsters. And another thing that I want to talk about is that should I roll in this hatcher or should I not? I will not give my opinion if you should roll or you should not. It all depends on your monster box, and even then, I will not force you to either roll once or even roll 10 times. So yeah, so there's going to be 5 new monsters. First one, Red Hood Nono, a 5-star monster. Loledi, the mermaid, another 5-star. Hamlin, another 5. And then the 4 stars, Spearmint Boots and Beast. So I'll really talk about each of them, starting from their attributes. So fire, water, wood, light, and then dark. I'm going to switch over to a Japanese database app. I use this very often when I play. It is in Japanese, and there's no English version out there right now. And it's also in the Japanese app store only. So you would have to either find the APK if you're an Android, or if you're an iOS, you just switch your region. So I'm gonna start off with red, with Riding Hood Nono. All the monsters in this series are Concordy monsters. This is the 5-star monster, Fire Red Riding Hood. Her ability is a null damage wall. Her stats, that's pre-evolved, so pre-evolve stuff I won't be getting too deep into, but she can evolve or ascend. I'm gonna first talk about the evolve version. Her ability stays the same. It's a no damage wall. Her strike shot and bump combo. So her strike shot is a cross giant laser, so it's like Arthur. And her pump combo is a one-way laser EL, also as Arthur. So the evolved form is basically a red version of Arthur. So next is her ascended form. Her ability stays the same. It's also a no damage wall. Her stats are like that. I think there's not that much difference in her stats. Her strike shot is the same as like a striker, striker junior, a lot of other ones. So you basically hit enemy, and then does like a lot of, like, goes like bashes in and then pulls out a laser after. Her bump combo is a one-way laser EL. It's a same thing as Arthur, and the power is also the same. It's still 24,000, but she adds another bump combo with homing piercer 4. So about Nono, everybody does the evolve form, because the difference in strike shot, the giant cross laser is more preferred in Japan, and also the materials for the Ascension are pretty hard. Those two are extreme level monsters, and they're probably harder than the ones that are out in US right now. So if you ever get her, I suggest evolve her. It does waste a divine shard, but it's better in the long run. If you don't have a divine shard but you can beat the descend monsters, you can ascend her first and then evolve her. But when you ascend and then evolve, you have to be at max level on the ascended form to evolve her, and that way you won't waste a divine shard. So this is the ascend form, and as you can see, to get to the evolve form, you don't need a divine shard. You just need red shards and stones. Okay, Next one, the mermaid Lolity. She is an anti-warp monster with homing piercer, and her strike shot is a meteor. That's her pre-evolve. Her evolved version is also the same. It's an anti-warp, a no warp, anti-warp, same thing. She's a piercing type as well, so stats are not great, but her strike shot is a meteor. So when you hit any monster, any number of monsters, a meteor will fall down on them, and then it's a piercing homing 8. This bomb combo is the strongest in the game in terms of power in homing piercing. It's better than Teeny right now, I think. Yeah, it's, in terms of power, it's better than Teeny. She is okay. She's pretty good. But she also gets an Ascend version later. She gets it next week in Japan, the November 20th. I'll probably make another video of that because there's 4 monsters out. 4 monsters are getting Ascension forms. So Lancelot, Lancelot X, Merlin, and this girl right here. Next one, green. The green one is Spearmint Boots. Mint. She is a Concordi Slayer. Yes, she has a Slayer of her own kind. Of his or her? I think it's a him. But Pierce, let's go to the evolve form. She becomes a Concordi L. Concordi Killer, Concordi Slayer L. Stats are pretty mediocre, but he is a 4-star monster, 4-5-star monster, so she is comparable to monsters of her level. Strike shot is a delay, kind of like Mundus, but it's a 2-turn delay instead of a 3-turn, and her bomb combo is a vertical laser L. She's pretty good. There are some event dungeons that have Concordi bosses. Later in the game, she'll be pretty good for them. That's pretty much it for her. But if you don't have enough good monsters, and some extreme level monsters are Concordi, you can bring her and have like have your friends get some very good, have your friends have like 6 stars and hope to carry you, and you can be part of that. Be part of that. So Light Beast, 4-star, 4 to 5-star. Let's go to his evolve form. He does evolve and ascend. So his evolve form, he is a null gravity barrier. His strike shot is a speed up, and his bomb combo is a mega blast. I don't really know the differentiations of which one's blast, which one's mega blast, or which one's giga. I think this is mega blast. He can ascend to Flare Beast, and when he ascends, he becomes a null damage wall. He becomes a null damage wall instead of a null gravity barrier. So you can choose between which one you want to use. His strike shot is a power up instead of a speed up. And since his stats are not that great, I don't think this is the best choice. His speed is only 160, 170 after maxing, so I don't think he's the best choice. I don't think the Ascend version is the best choice. His bomb combo is a cross laser M and a spread shot M2. So my advice, if you ever get him and if you want to keep him, go for the evolve version. He has crazy speed but not that much attack. But since he's a bounce type, if you get into like corners and like between walls with very tight spaces, he can still do a lot of damage with his speed. And his strike shot is a speed up, so that even does more damage. He is not really a keeper, but if you want him for the art, he looks pretty cool. You can keep him, and he might be valuable depending on your box. If you have nothing better, then he's a keeper. So last one, Hamlin. He's a 5/6 star monster. So there's one thing that's he can both evolve and ascend. He has a really new strike shot, really cool new strike shot, but let's get to that later. First, he's a no gravity barrier. Stats are pretty well balanced because he's a balance type. Strike shot. He can on all the no gravity barriers all the gravity barriers he touch from the enemy, he will make them disappear for 4 turns. And he's a one-way laser EL. Not as strong as Nono, but still strong enough. This is a new strike shot, and people don't really like this strike shot because first, he's a no gravity barrier, so he's not affected by gravity barrier, so what's the point of putting gravity barriers off, like make them nullified for 4 turns? It's only for your monsters, for your team, and usually that's not a big problem. And also he's a one-way laser, so he has to be at the bottom half, and if you try to absorb the gravity barriers, you might be out of position as well. So in terms of the 5/6, he is of this hatcher, he is the one that you don't want to see. You really want either Nono or the mermaid. Yeah, but let's look at his ascended version. Same stats are very comparable to each other. His strike shot is the same, but it's for 6 turns instead of 4 turns. His bump combo is a Giga Blast and a homing 8. If you ever get him, I suggest go for the ascended version. His one-way laser is not that strong, and it works better with his strike shot, even though you probably won't use the strike shot anyways. So as you can see, these are the 5 new characters from this hatcher. Tier list wise, I don't really care about how they fare, but they all are pretty good. But in my ranking of these 5 only, and not comparable to like other monsters that are out there. So number 1 is Nono. Number 2 is Lolei. Number 3, I would say Mint. 4, Hemlin, and then 5, Beast. Why I like Mint better? Because he is a Concordy. He's a Concordy Slayer L, and that's very rare in terms of the game. I don't think there is one. Well, of course there isn't one in NA right now, but I'm pretty sure that he's probably the only one, if not the very few ones with Concordy Slayer L in this game, and he could be valuable in extreme dungeons as well. Hemlin, it's a pretty toss-up between 3 and 4 there, but I think Hemlin's 4, Beast 5. Depending on Loledai's ascended form, she might be number 1, but I'll make a video about that later, because monsters that got ascended after the game, after they were released, they become pretty powerful. They become pretty well made. Like Mundus was okay, but like Augment, one of the new ones in the Hero series, her ascending form got added later, and she became one of the best fire monsters in the game. So this is my introduction to the hatcher, of the new hatcher, Fairy Tale Fantasia. If you have any questions, just comment on the YouTube or on Facebook. There is a Facebook group that I am in right now, and I check regularly. If you have any questions, hit me up there, and hope you like it, and see you next time. Bye.